You know, and I always like make a point to be like, hey, do you have any questions? Because like I wouldn't have had questions. I would have been like, tell me everything you know. Like everything's awesome. Come here. But do I want to subject somebody to what I'm going through? Or they're like, oh, you go to art school, you don't do anything. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I mean, I guess with art, people just, every time I tell someone what I go to school for, they're just like, what? Well, and then like I'll have to go into like an explanation, long-winded explanation. Hey, you ever see the show Face Off? Yeah, it's like that. And then people go, oh my god, like that's so cool, like you can go for school for that? Like, so now you take me seriously? Wake up at like 6 a.m., you know, bathe, look pretty, if, you know, it's one of those days. Coffee. Go to class, wait for my teacher to show up. Work for 4 to 6 hours, depending on time. Have lunch.
So we're walking through town right now. Best part of the day is lunch. And today we're gonna get some awesome Chipotle. So we're here at the beautiful Market Square.
Go to a gen ed class, so that's 2 hours. Nah. If I'm lucky, I get to go home, but I won't. I get to go dinner and then come back and then work even more.
Alright, it's about 9 o'clock. Just leaving the school now, and it seems to have started raining or snowing. It's really hard to tell. This is the time where I want to go home, go to bed.
Oh, but I work at the Courtyard Marriott up in Shadyside, and I'm like a barista / I serve breakfast, which means that every day I'm not in school, I go wake up at 3:45 and I have to be in at 5:30. I don't pretend to understand the curriculum decisions here. But I think a lot of people drop out in their first 3 quarters, first like 3 or 4. I think that's when they like weed out who's not gonna make it. Because the foundations are hard and I think people think that they're useless. Like, I don't need drawing, I don't need perspective. Like, you know, I'm gonna be a filmmaker, I don't need to think about perspective. Of course there's freshman studies, which has a different name now, but it's still useless. You have to join a club, and then you have to explore the city of Pittsburgh and do something in Pittsburgh, which is cool, and it gets you like going in the city. You have to go kayaking, that was cool. That was the one thing that like coming here made me really like confused by. As soon as I got here, I was like, everybody smokes. Everybody and their mother smokes cigarettes. Am I missing something? Should I start smoking cigarettes? Does it make my art better if I smoke cigarettes? I always just went outside and smoked because I just wanted to be outside. But you look like an asshole if you're just like sitting there like, I'm trying to be here, guys. But if you're smoking, you can be cool. You're like, yeah, it's a tough day doing art. But in the dorms, you live in a parking garage. It's cold. It's apparently haunted. It's not haunted. I always like walk by the dorms and I always think, I'm not gonna know half of you in here. That was the advice I got when I came here. Think of everyone you know now, you won't know half these people in another year. You can tell who's dedicated to their craft and who isn't. Hello?
See.
Hello? This is a new part of the segment. Today we'll be talking about the Art Institute. I like the Art Institute. It's great. That's what goes in the commercial. The Art Institute, shit. Dust particles everywhere. No one seems to know what they're doing. You know, like very Hitler-esque. You know, he's always the one that's like, 9! I say we go to Moe's! Boom mics.
Yeah, I didn't want to say his name.
Bag of cats. I can see you. Because you're kind of on that lit side. I can see the stuff on your t-shirt. Like the rest of you just fades into nothingness.
Just like your personality.
Wow. Even I wasn't going without low blow.